Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of SML Survey Says. We got another bunch of power rankings here from five of our SML owners. We're going to have 8-1, the newest owner of the Dallas Cowboys, take a peek into five of these teams and what he thinks. We'll start here with the Green Bay Packers, led by, who is it? Damon. Yeah, Damon. So
Yeah,
Neon
Damon.
says that they're ranked 16th, 8-1. What do you think our
Okay.
panel of five SML members rank them? Higher, lower, or the same at 16?
Damon's kind of a weird one, at least based on chat. Um, it really depends on who the who who the survey is. Um, I'm gonna put him higher.
Okay.
I think he's been on a pretty good run lately. He started off a little rough at the beginning of the season, but
Hmm.
um, I think I'm gonna put him higher.
Okay. And where do you think he might have fallen uh, between 1 and 15?
I'd say somewhere. I'll guess 14. And I
14?
think he's higher, but not a huge amount higher. But I do think he's higher than 16.
Okay. So you think he's 14th. So the new scoring system here, if it's higher or lower, that's a point. Depending on how close he gets to the actual survey, if it's within one, he'll get 3 points. Two, it's 2 points. We're fiddling with the scoring system here. But 8-1 says that he's higher up the ladder and he's ranked at number 14. So let's see what our survey said for the Green Bay Packers and Damon. They actually had him ranked pretty high. They actually had him ranked at 6.4. So you got the higher, you got that 1 point, but boy, they gave him a lot more credit. Now, of course, we're trying to take this into account of the season, but some folks like to
Yeah,
take in the entire edition. So let me ask you a question about Damon. Have you played him yet?
I believe he was my first game.
First game. Okay, so in that first game, what do you think was the weakest part of his team?
Um, I think his user was a little bit sluggish on
Okay.
the first game. Um, I'm not sure if that's actually a weakness of his, but or if it was just, oh, it's the last season, let's just kind of phone this in, and then ended up winning a bunch of games, so now he cares a little bit more. But his game was actually really good. It was a tough game to win, so um, I don't think he's a user that you want to challenge, but I also don't think he's a user you want to fear either.
Yeah.
So
So
it's kind of, yeah.
his user controlled line. I think he plays as a linebacker, boy. But when that's the first thing I
Yeah,
look for at
he
a
he kind of
pass.
bounces yeah, he kind of bounces between, and I think if you can get him to kind of bite one way, you can kind of free up a spot in the defense.
Okay. So, uh, yeah, I can't remember how Damon played on his user. I just know if I see the other player and their user controlled linebacker, safety, whatever, I just avoid it like the plague. Like that's the one thing I can't take into.
Most guys, yeah. Most guys, yeah. I say that, and then I test them all the time because I'm an idiot. So
Yeah, I think that's the majority of us. In fact, I take it back because we just played a game where I had a screen pass. And I was like, okay, I got him good, and you read that perfectly. Like I don't think I've been picked up on a
yeah.
screen pass. That was kudos to you on doing that. So, all right, so 1 point in the bag for you, 8-1. Let's go ahead and move on to the Chargers here, and let's take a peek at what Fig's got going on. So Neon says that the LA Chargers are number 31. So they're not giving him a whole lot of uh, support here. What about our survey? What do you think our five panel of SML members said? Was it higher, lower, or the same as 31?
Uh, Fig. Fig is an interesting one because he did just beat Bomber.
Mhm.
Um, but he's also, I know his record is towards the bottom. Um, let's see. I'm gonna say higher,
Okay.
but I think it's gonna be like at 29.
29. All right. So you think he's just up about 2 spots here. So let's take a peek
Yeah,
at what
I,
our,
I think that I think that win against Bomber is going to bump him up a little bit.
I would hope so. Bomber doesn't lose a whole lot of games here. And spot on, A1. Wow, 28.8. That's what they ranked him. So you were right in that ballpark. So an extra 3 points for you because you got within that one and you went higher. So that's 4 points. That's a maximum of 4 points you could get. And yeah, so let me ask you a question about Fig. Let's see, chips are down. You have 1 2-minute drive against Fig. Do you think you could make a defensive stand?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that's about everybody.
Uh,
I'm always gonna say that I can. Whether or not I do, who knows? but
Especially
I
in
always
this
I always
weather.
believe that I can because if I believe that I can, then I have a better chance of doing it.
Yeah. Defense is again, I, I can't
Yeah,
play
it,
defense for the
hot.
life of me. I don't think I
Yeah,
built a
it's
good
a
team around it. Let's say it that way. But yeah, you're generally gonna
hot button topic.
yeah, that's for a different show. Let's move on here to a team that doesn't get a whole lot of notoriety here. It's the New Orleans Saints. I mean, I got to deal with them twice a season, but let's see what.
I just played him.
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect. So then here we go. The New Orleans Saints, according to Neon, ranked 17th. So
Hmm,
my question to you, A1, is he higher, lower, or the same?
17. What's his record? 6-4,
What was he at the time of
or
this?
5-4. He's in that middle ground somewhere. I know he's on a pretty good
5-4
run
was at
right
the
now.
time of this, yeah.
Yeah, I know he's on a pretty good run right now. Let's see, 17. I'm gonna say lower, but not by much.
Lower. Okay, so he's lower down our ladder here. And what do you think his ranking's going to be?
I think it's gonna be around 18, maybe one spot lower than 17.
18. All right. So we think New Orleans is down to 18. According to our survey of 5 SML members, they ranked him actually pretty high, 14.4.
Oh,
I know, right? So they gave him a little bit more, of a boost than I thought a team from New Orleans might be. So let me ask you a question. You just played him.
I did.
When you play Not Nice, I mean, I played him enough. I know everything that he has to throw at me. But what's the one tendency to watch out for when you're playing Not Nice?
It's hard to tell just because I've only played him the one time. Um,
What'd you pick up
but
in that one game?
he likes those corner routes and the outbreaking routes. He loves those. um, they are hard to stop, and he'll mix those in and then just run it right up the middle. And he's got uh a really good first cut when he runs. Uh, so it's like if he runs up the middle and you don't plug the hole with your user, if he cuts, he's getting 5-10 yards easy.
Oh yeah.
And um, it can get he can really get out of hand fast if you. He's very twitchy.
For everyone that plays the Saints, watch out for that tight end. That tight end has given me
Yeah,
nightmares. Every time I play the New Orleans Saints, I know that tight end's going to kill me, and it doesn't matter. I'm not, believe me, I stink at usering a linebacker, but I know that I got to key in on him. Of course, then he goes
yeah.
elsewhere, and I
I
make him
I,
look
man, I
silly.
manned him up and shaded towards him every time. It didn't matter.
No. Did you end up winning that game, by the way?
I lost on a last-second field goal as time expired.
Just, well, came closer than I did. Or no, I actually I didn't even get a field goal off. It was our first game. I got to play him coming up here. But anyway, pressing on, we got another team that you might be interested in here, the Giants. You just played him not too long ago, I believe. They had AJ
Just
and
a
the
couple
Giant.
hours ago.
Yeah, AJ and the Giants at number 18. So uh, Let's see. What do you think about the Giants here? Up, down, or the same?
I gotta be. I'm pretty confident that AJ would be ranked higher.
Okay. How high?
Um, I'd say maybe closer to 13, 14.
13. Okay. So,
I think his record doesn't say or doesn't tell the whole story
no,
for him.
he's been a stalwart in the NFC playoffs. Again, no one's been as stalwartiness as Prime has been, but AJ's been in there quite a bit, so it's a little bit weird to see him so down low on the NFC playoff picture. But we gave let's see, a higher and at 13. According to our survey, AJ is ranked 17.2. So you did get the point for the higher, but just a little bit off
Gotta
on.
give him more credit.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually surprised by this too. Figure AJ would have been up there. So you played him what, once now? Just the once? Or have you played him multiple?
Twice.
Twice.
We played him
Okay.
twice.
Let me ask you, next cycle, you've been in a division with him for what, less than a season? Or maybe 2 seasons, maybe. Um,
And off and on playing him in primer. So
okay, there you go. Would you be happy seeing AJ in your division come Madden 27?
I would be. AJ is a difficult one to play against, and I enjoy those games because they make me get better.
Mhm.
Um, and AJ's a tough one. He runs a very not modern Madden-esque offense. Um, a lot of big formations, a lot of uh, stacked wide receiver, 1-2 receiver sets, the occasional 3 wide receiver. He very rarely spreads the field and runs a very traditional old school style offense, and it keeps you honest.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely. At least in my experience, I've always had to watch out for his running game, but it's always Malik Neighbors. That's the one guy you got to pay attention to. Now, I don't know. We're in season what, 9 of this. I don't know if he's as much of a pain in the butt as he was earlier in the cycle, but that's the
It's
two
the
items
guy
that.
named Rhodes.
Oh, okay, he's got a new wide receiver then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, I think I've had more playoff bouts with AJ than any other owner, but I haven't been here that long, and I think we're split 1-1. But yeah, AJ is definitely a handful. Last one we got for you here is the Tennessee Titans. Now, for Tennessee, they are ranked 24th on Neon. What do you think our compatriots think about the Tennessee Titans? Higher,
uh,
lower? What is it?
NYT, right?
Yes, NYT.
Yeah, no, he's been in and out with work and stuff for the last couple months. So I don't know. I know that factors into how his team is doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Um, 24. What's his record right now?
At the time of this, I think it was, let's see, 3-6. So as
Three and
much as
six.
much as the Sims
Okay,
is
so
this
that's
now.
gonna put him in the 24. I would say it's lower, but not by much, maybe around 25, 26, and it's
Okay.
simply because I think somebody else that is playing as much right now might get the nod in the rankings versus NYT, who's nothing against him for what he's doing because he's working, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think when you have to make rankings, you kind of have to put the guys that are, maybe, they might have the same record, but you just put them up one spot just because, well, it's not force wins. So
Yeah. So we got down on the totem pole here, and at number 25, well, I mean, you nailed two of these. They actually gave the Titans 25.8. So you were spot on with, I think, Tennessee and I think it was the Chargers. So another 4 points in your direction. Let me ask you about the Titans here. Have you played the Titans? I guess I always got to
I
start
have
off that. Okay, you haven't played the
I have
Titans.
not.
Okay.
I
So,
don't even think I played NY. I maybe have played NYT one time in primer, but
okay.
that might have been in like season 3.
Okay.
So
So you don't know
it's been a
much.
while.
So let me ask you, if you were starting off with the Titans, um, what does success look like? If you were to start off Madden 27 with the Tennessee Titans, what's that first season of success look like for you?
Uh, get over 500 first.
Yeah.
But first season is just trying to develop. That's a younger team, so you want to try to develop the younger guys as much as you can,
Mhm.
and try to set your team up to build around Cam Ward, I think,
Okay.
and go into the first off season knowing where you're weak at, where you're struggling at, and really just fill in holes and give yourself as many weapons around Cam as you can.
Okay. So I don't know where you are on the rankings here, but the Tennessee Titans might be something that you're stuck with here at the end. I know.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know. Hey, I'm happy if I'm at 32. So
there you go. That's the right attitude. All
32
right.
means I got a spot. So
Absolutely. All right, 8-1. Appreciate it. You got 10 points out of a maximum of, if we were to do this, I think 20. But hey, that's pretty good. We'll bring on another candidate here to see how they do, but appreciate your time. Thanks, 8-1.
hey, anytime, man.